This video we are going to talk about tissue level of organization. ये थोड़ा बड़ा वीडियो है, so I suggest you to watch it in parts. एक एक topic complete करो. Also try sitting with a pen and a paper and make diagrams and flowcharts as you go about ahead. The topic is easy, you've done it already, but the information is extensive. Without much of ado, let's get started. Yeah. We talk about tissue के types. Firstly, what were tissues? Tissues were the cells, group of cells जो same structure or function करते हैं. Tissue consists of large numbers of same types of cells and are classified according to size, shape and function of their constituent cells. There are four main types of tissues, each with its subtype. They are epithelial tissue or epithelium, connective tissue, muscle tissue, and nervous tissue. So there are four basic types of tissues. This can be an MCQ question जिसमें ऐसा रहता है which of these is not a tissue type, and they'll give three options and one they'll give something else. So yeah, so this can be an MCQ question. We will look into each one of them और उसका भी हम थोड़ा डिटेल में करेंगे. The first one is epithelial tissue. Epithelial. Epithelial tissue is one which covers the body and lines the cavities of the hollow organs and glands. मतलब काफी ज़्यादा जगह पे है. To give you a simplest example, your skin is epithelial tissue, right? बाकी जो हॉलो ऑर्गन्स को कवर कर रहा है दैट इज अपना ईसोफेगस, स्टमक, इंटेस्टाइन, उस सब का इनर कवरिंग इज एपिथेलियम. एंड ग्लैंड्स बोले तो थायराइड ग्लैंड है, पैराथायराइड ग्लैंड है, सब ग्लैंड्स के स्ट्रक्चर में एपिथेलियल टिश्यू रहेगा. What is the function? A, अगर हम स्किन से कंसिडर करें तो इट इज गिविंग अस अ टाइप ऑफ प्रोटेक्शन. It is protecting the inner organs, so protecting the underlying structure. How does it protect? It protects from dehydration. बाहर से कुछ chemical, mechanical या bacterial infection से protect करता है. Other things जैसे अभी gland है, like we talked about thyroid gland. So thyroid gland will help in secretion. And जो हम लोग ने intestines का बोला कि intestines के उधर भी covering है, that helps in absorption. So depending upon where it is present, it will have its own sets of function. The cells are very closely packed. The cells usually lie on the basement membrane. यहाँ पे basement membrane is the red one, which is made up of epithelial cells themselves. Epithelial tissue may be सिंगल लेयर या सिंपल जिसमें सिर्फ एक ही फ्लोर रहेगा, मतलब in some buildings where there's just one floor, or stratified where there are several layers of the cell, जैसे the sky reaching buildings or Burj Khalifa for that matter, those are stratified. Single floor are simple. Next we talk about is simple epithelium. सिंपल एपिथेलियम में हमने क्या सुना अभी तक कि उसको सिंगल लेयर रहेगा. Now सिंगल लेयर के ऊपर भी there can be different types of cell. Simple epithelium consists of single layer of identical cell. It is usually found on absorptive or secretory surface. यानी हमारा स्किन डिस्कार्ड हो गया, बाकी जो भी हम लोग ने लोकेशंस बोला था वहां पे सिंपल एपिथेलियम हो सकता है. The shape of the cell differs according to their function. The more active the tissue, the taller the cells. मतलब अगर कम active है तो it will be ऐसा एकदम flat. ज़्यादा active है तो थोड़ा height, और थोड़ा active है तो ज़्यादा height. That is its basic logic. First one of them is the squamous epithelium. Squamous epithelium को pavement epithelium भी बोलते हैं. Pavement मतलब when you walk on a footpath and there are like bricks and stones, tiles जैसा जो arrangement होता है उसको pavement बोलते हैं. It is very चपटा, एकदम चपटा रहता है. It composed of single layer of cells and they are flattened. These cells fit closely together like flat stones. You can see how closely packed together they are, forming a thin and very smooth membrane across which diffusion occurs very easily. अगर कुछ भी membrane एकदम छोटा है, पतला है, तो उसमें से substance को pass होना is definitely going to be easy. So such single, simple, squamous epithelium are found in places where there has to be rapid diffusion. Where could that be possible? So एक तो alveoli of the lung, rapid transfusion, of course, blood vessels, lymph vessels, kidney. Endocardium, yes, but endocardium really doesn't have an absorptive function though, but they've mentioned endocardium as well. So there is it in alveoli, kidneys, ये दो तो easily समझ रहा है, blood vessels and lymph vessels. Next we go on to cuboidal epithelium. As the name suggests कि पहले वाला flat था, ये cube shaped रहेगा. Cube मतलब box जैसा, square boxish, right? Cuboidal epithelium consists of cube-shaped cells fitting close together and they're still lying on the basement membrane. Here you can see the nucleus, right? Where are they found? They're found in glands. It forms the kidney tubules and it is found in some glands such as thyroid. If you do thyroid ka histology, I don't know if it's in there in your portion, but when thyroid is not in its secretory stage, उसके सब cells flat हो जाते हैं. जब वो अपना function कर रहा है तो cuboidal हो जाते हैं और कभी-कभी जब excess function करता है तो columnar हो जाते हैं, which we will be seeing next. Cuboidal epithelium is actively involved in secretion, absorption, and/or excretion. Next we go on to columnar epithelium. Columnar बड़ा column है, right? So this you can see in the diagram. Columnar epithelium. This is the nucleus. नीचे है nucleus और ये basement membrane. This is formed by a single layer of cell because we are still doing simple epithelium, rectangular in shape and rests on the basement membrane. It lines many organs and often has adaptation that make it well suited to a specific function. इसका मतलब है कि columnar epithelium में थोड़े adjustments होते हैं जिसके वजह से it is good or the suitability increases for other functions. The first one is this you can see here, the microvilli. Microvilli are found in intestines. Microvilli क्या करता है? Surface area increase करता है. Since the surface area increases, absorption increases. Again, this you will be doing in depth in digestive system. But yeah, so to apply the logic, where I'll draw it. Right, this is the cuboidal columnar epithelium. यहाँ पे अगर ऐसे microvilli है, which is like hair, okay. The food is passing through. Fine. यहाँ से अगर food pass होएगा तो उसको जो surface area पे touch हो रहा है that is going to be less when it passes on the cells which do not have microvilli. But when it passes over the cells which has microvilli, उसको ऐसे ऐसे travel करना पड़ेगा along the surface of the microvilli. So the amount of exposure of food to the cell that is going to absorb it will increase. Thus, the process of absorption will increase. I hope you've understood this. Simply saying कि microvilli एक specialization है जिसके वजह से उसका function enhance होता है. Microvilli provide a very large surface area for absorption of nutrients from the small intestine. This thing, the columnar epithelium, are also found in trachea. जो ciliated बोलते हैं, cilia like, that is also hair like but थोड़ा लंबा. उससे क्या होता है, which is formed in trachea, that helps in coughing and bacteria या dust particles को trap करने के लिए. Again, this we will see in detail in the respective chapter. Now we talk about stratified epithelium. Stratified epithelium का basic जो हम लोग को पता है कि there are going to be multiple layers. So stratified epithelium consists of several layers of cells of various shape. Continual cell division in the lower or the basal layer pushes cells above nearer and nearer to the surface. मतलब cell divide होके surface के पास जाएगा. And when it reaches the surface और उसका life expectancy सब खत्म हो गया, it will shed off. Giving you a basic example, यहाँ पे देखो, this is the basal layer, the first layer. वहाँ पे cell division होएगा. फिर जो cells है, जो पुराने cells है, they will move up. जो नए cells है, they will be present below. जो पुराने cells है, old ultimately has to die off or shed off. So the layer which is exposed to the surface or nearer to the surface, once their expectancy is done, they will shed off. Stratified epithelium does not have a basement membrane, but it has a basal layer. Basal layer जो सबसे नीचे का है. The main function of stratified epithelium is to protect the underlying structure from wear and tear. Like this is common sense. अगर मुझे protection चाहिए तो मैं एक single layer वाली cell को क्यों बुलाऊंगा? मुझे अगर protection चाहिए, then why will I call one person? I'll call an army, I'll call soldiers, right? So that is why stratified का main function is to prevent wear and tear. अगर हम लोग का friction वगैरह कुछ हो रहा है, like for example skin has stratified, so the main function is to prevent wear and tear. Next, there are two main types, stratified squamous and transitional. We will see about that. Stratified types, उसमें भी there is keratinized and non-keratinized. Keratinized क्यों बोलते हैं? क्योंकि उसमें एक प्रोटीन होता है, that protein is called as keratin. Keratinized stratified epithelium is present on dry surfaces where there is wear and tear, example skin, hair and nails. Right? It has keratinized stratified epithelium. The surface layer consists of dead epithelial cell. हमारी जो surface है, that is actually dead cells. Your whole body skin is, the outer appearance is dead cell. That tells us कि हमारा beauty standards is completely based on dead cells. Okay, not talking about that. The protein there is keratin, which is why it is keratinized epithelium. This forms a waterproof. अभी हम लोग ने कभी ऐसा देखा है कि स्किन पे पानी डाला तो अंदर चला गया? नहीं ना. It is waterproof and it is protective layer. It will also protect the things that are inside it. जो उसके नीचे भी है उसको भी वो protect करेगा. This upper layer may be dead cell, but it is really protecting everything that is beneath it. Huh? Non-keratinized stratified epithelium में क्या होएगा? तो keratin नहीं होएगा, and that it is present to protect the moist surfaces, which is also subjected to wear and tear. It prevents them from drying out. Example, the conjunctiva of the eyes, the lining of the mouth, pharynx, esophagus, and vagina. Next, we talk transitional epithelium. Transitional epithelium is also quite easy. First of all, इसका location किधर है? So it is present in the urinary tract. Urinary tract में mainly bladder में उसका utility बहुत ज़्यादा है. This is a good diagram, although not very clear. This is the bladder. जब urine नहीं है, okay, so urine is excreted out और urine is not collected yet. तभी तुम लोग cells देखो compact है और थोड़े बड़े बड़े दिख रहे हैं. Fine, the size is looking more. At the same time, when the bladder is full, the walls is stretched out. Each cell जैसा बड़ा था, that is also stretched out and now it is flattened. Right? You can see here how the size have transitioned. That is why it is known as transitional epithelium. The whole change in the shape and structure occurs depending upon whether the bladder is filled with urine or whether it is empty if the person has voided the urine out. Voided यानी excrete करके आया है. So that is why, because of the ability to transition into another state, it is called as transitional epithelium. So that is it. That is all you need to know about the epithelial tissue. Then we go on to the next part in the next one. Yeah, so I hope this is clear to everybody. Connective tissue. Connective tissue is the most abundant tissue in the body. Now, if you want to understand connective tissue, कैसा लेने का कि it is like a faluda. Fine. In faluda, what you have? You have milk, then you have the save, and then you have the small eye-like balls, right? I don't know what it is called. So that is exactly how a connective tissue is. All the structures in connective tissue are not closely packed like that in epithelium. Epithelium में हमने देखा कि एक सेल के बाजू में एक सेल के बाजू में एक सेल रहता है, ये एक सेल के ऊपर एक सेल के ऊपर एक सेल रहता है. In connective tissue, they are widely spaced out and they are freely floating in the matrix. Matrix is the fluid, that is milk in our metaphor. Correct? So I'll read the sentence. The connective tissue cells are more widely separated from each other than in epithelial tissue, and intercellular substance matrix is present in considerably large amount. That is, they're saying that the milk in the faluda is small. There are usually fibers present in the matrix, fibers that is the same. Now, because they are present, they are going to have their own function in the connective tissue, right? So, the fibers can either be soft in consistency or semi-solid jelly-like, or they could be very dense and rigid. Fiber मतलब अगर हम example दे रहे हैं rope का या any strand, so it could be simple. अभी hair are also like a fiber. दे आर ब्रिटल वीक, उसका फंक्शन अलग है. एट द सेम टाइम अगर स्टील का पाइप हुआ तो दे आर स्ट्रॉन्ग एंड डेंस, उनका फंक्शन अलग है. Similarly, in our body also, the fibers have different consistency depending upon their function. Right? So if it is more rigid, उसका ज़्यादा strength में function है. If it is more flexible, तो tissue को ज़्यादा flexible बनाएगा. In all, the function of connective tissue is binding and structural support, protection, transport, as it says, connective, insulation, storage, and support. This is important for you to remember the function of connective tissue. This is a simple structure of connective tissue. What are the types of connective tissue? Connective tissue may be four types. Connective tissue proper, cartilage, bone, and blood. We will be doing in detail about connective tissue proper and cartilage. Bone and blood दोनों का अलग सा चैप्टर है, तो उसमें तुमको ज़्यादा information मिलेगा. Here we will be giving a overview. Now we talk about कि connective tissue in general के अंदर क्या क्या contents होते हैं. Fine, so the diagram you can see here is of a connective tissues. उसके अंदर, like I said, you keep the Faluda example in your mind. So first thing that we have is a ground substance or the matrix. It fills in the space between the cells and glues the substance, that is the milk portion. फिर हम आते हैं सेव पे. Save क्या है? They are fibers, like I explained it before. So we have three basic types of fibers. First is collagen fibers, then is elastin fibers, and the third is reticular fibers. ठीक है, collagen fiber किससे बनेगा? Collagen से. Elastin से. Collagen are very strong and they hold things together. Elastin are long, thin, and as the name suggests, elastin मतलब उसमें थोड़ा elastic property रहेगा, यानी they will be little bit more flexible. And reticular fibers का basic function is of supporting. Then we move on to the third part of it, that is the cells. जो the eye seeds which I told you. They are fibroblast, fat cells, macrophages, mast cell, leukocytes. I've written mass twice. So you can see here this is a fat cell. Then there is lymphocyte, macrophage, collagen fiber, elastin fiber, mast cell, reticular fibers. You can see all that in the diagram here. These cells will have their own function, whatever they do outside. So fat cell will store and help in insulation. Macrophages phagocytosis करेगा, engulfing करेगा यानी protection करेगा, basic immune protection. Mast cell same, leukocyte same. Fibroblast क्या है तो it will manufacture fibers. That is collagen and elastin fibers जो matrix बना रहा है, जो save है. So fibroblasts are the cells that are giving rise to the upper जो हमने बोला the fibrous layer. Fine. That is about the contents of the connective tissue. We move on to the first part, connective tissue proper, जो उसके subtype में है. First, उसमें भी there are again two types, loose connective tissue and dense connective tissue. Always, whenever you are in doubt, what you should do is remember the names. अभी हमने ये पता है कि 4 है कनेक्टिव टिश्यू में, उसमें फर्स्ट कनेक्टिव टिश्यू प्रॉपर है, उसमें 2 है, लूज कनेक्टिव टिश्यू एंड डेंस कनेक्टिव टिश्यू. इवन इफ यू रिमेम्बर द नेम यू कैन राइट लिटिल बिट उसके बारे में बिलो. लूज है यानी क्या कि उधर सब वाइडली स्पेस्ड रहेगा, इतना चिपक चिपक के नहीं रहेगा और काफी कम फाइबर्स रहेंगे. सिमिलरली डेंस है यानी क्या, काफी ज्यादा फाइबर्स रहेंगे, दे विल बी वेरी कॉम्पैक्टेड टुगेदर. दैट इज व्हाट द नेम इज सजेस्टिंग. नाउ अगेन द लूज हैज 3 subtypes, subtypes, areolar, adipose and reticular. And dense again has 2 tissues, fibrous and elastic. Fine, let's see ahead. The first one is areolar connective tissue. So we will go upper, okay? Areolar connective tissue, type of loose connective tissue, type of connective tissue proper, type of connective tissue. I'm going to go ahead, then type of tissues in general. राइट. सो एरियोलर कनेक्टिव टिश्यू लूज है यानी काफी स्पेस्ड रहेगा बीच में. सो मैट्रिक्स में देयर विल बी गुड अमाउंट ऑफ मैट्रिक्स. देन सेकेंड वी टॉक अबाउट इज फाइबर्स कौन से रहेगी, तो इसमें दोनों है, कोलाजिन एज वेल एज इलास्टिन, both giving rise to its own function, that is tensile strength भी है और elasticity भी है और support भी है. Then we go on to the cells. Cells कौन से है तो cells इसमें adipocytes है, mast cells है, macrophages है. You can write all the cells and fibroblasts most importantly जो collagen और elastin को secrete कर रहा है या form कर रहा है. Then where is this layer found? This layer is found in almost everywhere in the body. Okay, areolar connective tissue सब जगह पे है. It connects and supports other tissues. For example, under the skin, the mobility of the skin is partly because of areolar connective tissue. Between the muscles, supporting blood vessels and nerves, in the alimentary canal, in the glands, supporting secretory cells. So these are its location. Even if you remember 2 or 3, that is fine. The easiest one are under the skin, alimentary canal and between the muscles. Now we come to the second part, that is the adipose connective tissue. Adipose, I think नाम तो सुना ही होगा. Adipose is related to fat tissues. Fine. उसमें भी again there are 2 subtypes, that is white adipose tissue and brown adipose tissue. वापस ऊपर जाना है क्या? So let's do it with white adipose tissue. White adipose tissue, adipose connective tissue, loose connective tissue proper, connective tissue, and tissues at the last. So as the name suggests, white connective tissue white होगा. It makes up to 20 to 25% of the body weight in adults and more is present in obesity. Like I said, adipose is fats. So if a person is fat, तो उसका 25 से ज़्यादा percent body में adipose tissue रहेगा, और if somebody is underweight, तो उसका कम रहेगा. The kidneys and the eyeballs are supported by adipose tissue, which is also found between muscle fibers and under the skin, where it acts as thermal regulator and energy storage. So where is it found? Adipose tissue body में पूरी जगह पे है, okay? The main part where it is important is in kidneys, around the kidneys and eyeballs. When we do structure of eye, we will discuss again about the adipose tissue and the areolar connective tissue. Also, उसका function क्या है adipose tissue का? We all hate fat, but still it has important function. One is it stores large amount of nutrients, especially when you do vitamins. Vitamins are fat soluble, which are stored in fats, right? And second thing is कि it is a good insulator. By insulator, अभी मैं तुमको example देती हूँ. In polar regions, you must have seen, or in Discovery Channel or something, they wear animal skin, and वो side के animals are also very fat. उनमें fat storage ज़्यादा रहता है. It helps in insulation, that is heat transmission around the environment उससे कम होता है. Correct? So that is the second function, thermal insulation and storage. Then you will ask me, what is brown adipose tissue? Like the name suggests, brown adipose tissue में क्या होएगा कि brownish appearance रहेगा. Now possible brownish appearance is because of the capillaries. This is present in newborn. It has more extensive capillary network than the white adipose tissue. When brown tissue is metabolized, it produces less energy and considerably more heat than other fat, contributing to maintenance of body temperature. Sometimes small amount are also present in adults. Correct? This is the diagram. You can see these are the adipocytes or adipose deposition which store lipid. जो ये तुमको दिख रहा है, that is the nucleus, dark purple, and this is the cytoplasm of the cells. Okay, yeah, this is the white adipose tissue. This one is brown adipose tissue. ये adipocytes है, ये nucleus है, ये cytoplasm है, ये cell वगैरह है. बीच बीच में what you can see are the capillary networks. Even here you can see capillaries, capillaries, capillaries. So the capillaries sort of give a reddish brownish appearance to the adipose connective tissue, which is why they're called as brown. Important thing to remember is that it is present in newborns. Then we come to the third type, that is reticular fibers. Reticular fibers का diagram ये रहा. They are almost similar to areolar, except उसमें elastin और collagen के बदले the third fiber type आएगा, reticular fibers. You can see this reticular fibers. Correct? So it looks almost similar to areolar, same है, widely spaced है, बीच में matrix है बहुत सारा, पर fiber reticular है. The matrix is semi-solid with fine branching reticulin fibers. It contains reticular cells and white blood cells. Okay. Reticular tissue is found in lymph nodes and all organs of the lymphatic system. तो ये याद रखना है, ठीक है, इसका location. It is similar to areolar but contains only reticular fibers and supports cellular structure. So what is the function? Like we've mentioned it before also, reticular ka function is supporting. It is present in lymph nodes. Lymph nodes or lymphatic system in general is involved with immunity. So whenever there is involvement of immunity, there is going to be a talk of white blood cells, which is also suggestive कि इधर white blood cells रहेगा reticular tissue में. Okay. Then we come to dense connective tissue. Dense connective tissue proper, connective tissue, right? Dense connective tissue, this contains more fibers and fewer cells than loose connective tissue. नाम से हमको क्या लग रहा है कि dense है. Dense है मतलब fibers ज़्यादा बाजू बाजू में रहेगा और जो cells है वो कम रहेगा. Matrix जो था वो कम रहेगा. So in short, जो हमारा फालूदा का ग्लास है उसका दूध खत्म हो गया है, सिर्फ सेव बचा है, and some amount of the eye-shaped cells are left. Correct? The dense connective tissue again has two types, fibrous tissue and elastic tissue. इसमें ज्यादा सोचने का नहीं है. फाइब्रस में फाइबर ज्यादा रहेगा, इलास्टिक में इलास्टिन ज्यादा रहेगा. Okay. This tissue is made of mainly collagen fibers. Like I said, more of collagen fibers with very little matrix. Fibrocytes. Now, अभी हम लोग जब fibroblast बोल रहे थे, when the word blast is used, that means that the cell is still dividing or it is immature. When the word cyte is used, जैसे fibrocyte है, that means it is a mature cell. So the fibrous tissue has many collagen fibers, plus it has fibrocytes, that is mature cells, and are few in number and lie in rows between the bundles of the fibers. Fine, that is easy to remember. If you can see here in this diagram, this is the fibers and the bluish thing which you can see are the fibrocytes. Where are they present? The location. They are present as an outer protective covering of some organs, example kidneys, lymph node and the brain, forming muscle sheaths like muscle fascia, ligaments, periosteum and tendons. The location again, at least two of them you have to remember. Now, in this diagram, before going to elastic, you can see this is the loose tissue and these two are compact tissue. Don't get into which of these are what. They are both fibrous. उसमें अलग type है ये. Let's not get into that. But if you see the structure, ये कितना widely spaced है. सब दूर दूर में है. It is like a village. जिधर सब buildings दूर दूर रहता है. And this is like a city. एकदम आजू बाजू में सब कुछ है. इलास्टिक एंड फाइब्रस में ज्यादा डिफरेंस नहीं है एक्सेप्ट दैट कोलाजन के बदले इलास्टिन आएगा. जस्ट बिकॉज उसका इलास्टिन है तो फंक्शन पूरा चेंज हो जाएगा. इलास्टिक देयर यूज्ड टू बी अ इंस्ट्रूमेंट और अ टॉय वी यूज्ड टू प्ले विद जो बैंगल जैसा रहता था, उसको हम ऐसे स्ट्रेच करके ऐसा ऐसा करते थे, ऐसा ऐसा. So you can remember that, or a spring for that matter. It has good elasticity. उसमें recoil capacity होता है, मतलब दबाया तो वापस उछलता है ना spring. So similarly, elastic tissue में भी recoil capacity रहता है. The structure is same, the cells are few, matrix भी कम है और ज़्यादा elastic fibers रहते हैं, which is secreted by fibroblasts. It is found in organs where stretching or alteration of shape is required. Example, large blood vessels. जैसे aorta है, right? Aorta is such a big blood vessel. उसमें during it has to accommodate all the blood that is ejected from the heart. At the same time, it has to recoil back into its shape so that the shape and the pressure is maintained. So उसको elastic fibers लगेगा. Trachea, bronchi, and the lungs. Lungs also they expand when we inspire air, and when we expire the air out, they again come back to its position. So they also need elastic fibers. Then we come to cartilage. Cartilage is firmer than other connective tissue. The cells are called as chondrocytes. are sparse and lie embedded in matrix reinforced by collagen and elastin. So like again, सब में almost basic structure same है. There is one matrix, there are fibers, collagen elastic है इधर, and there are cells. Here the cells are chondrocytes. Correct? If you want to know where the cartilage is, so you can touch your nose. The upper part where the specs is here exactly is the bone, but this part is the cartilage which can move, right? So this is a cartilage. It is firmer than other connective tissue. जैसे areolar तो काफी loose है. It is actually movable. It is like a jelly only if you want to tell. And the cells are chondrocytes and they are embedded in the matrix. Yeah, that is all about it. We'll talk types of cartilage. There are three main types: hyaline, elastic और fibrous. हम तीनों को अलग-अलग से देखेंगे. First, we will see hyaline cartilage. Here you can see in the diagram. One second, the pointer. Yeah, this is the hyaline cartilage. अभी cartilage की definition और उसमें भी हमको क्या याद रखना है? Location, function और थोड़ा about its histology, मतलब क्या है उसके cells वगैरह. Hyaline cartilage is bluish white tissue and this chondrocytes, these are the chondrocytes, उसके cell का नाम है chondrocytes. They are arranged into cell nests and the matrix is solid and smooth. जो light purple है, that is the matrix, it is solid and smooth. It cannot be fluid क्योंकि cartilage in itself is a solid thing. मतलब it is not hard as bone but it is firm, right? Hyaline cartilage provides flexibility and smooth surface for movements of joints. Any joints like your shoulder joint, उसके movement के लिए there is cartilage in between the joints. Knee joint में, for example, there are cartilage. Anybody who plays sports know about this कि cartilage का injury हो गया वगैरह. So that is the hyaline cartilage we are talking about right now. On the ends of long bones that form joints, knee joint में जैसे मैंने बोला, it also forms the costal cartilage which attaches the ribs to the sternum, forming a part of larynx, trachea and bronchi. ये सब उसका location था. Function क्या था? Flexibility and strength. And structure में क्या था? Chondrocytes. And the matrix is solid and smooth. Next is फाइब्रस कार्टिलेज. फाइब्रस नाम कभी भी आया तो हमेशा याद रखने का कि फाइबर्स का क्वांटिटी इज मोर. This consists of dense mass of white collagen fibers in the matrix which is similar to hyaline. मतलब hyaline जैसा ही है, सिर्फ fibers का quantity ज़्यादा है. Since fibers are more, that means it is going to be more tough and little bit less flexible than hyaline. Okay, so it is tough, slightly flexible. Hyaline is very flexible. This is slightly flexible and it supports the tissues around. Where is it found mainly? तो वर्टिब्रल इंटरवर्टिब्रल डिस्क में, यानी ये वर्टिब्रा का डायग्राम दिख रहा है, उसके बीच में जो हम बोलते हैं डिस्क है, फॉर कॉमन लेमैन जो बोलते हैं स्लिप डिस्क हो गया, ये डिस्क है जो स्लिप होता है, बाय द वे. So these are fibrous cartilage and they form pads between the bodies of the vertebrae. Then there is again there between the articular surfaces of bones of the knee joints, which are known as semilunar cartilage, on the rim of the bony sockets of hip and shoulder joints. Fine. So joints में दोनों है, hyaline भी है और fibrous भी है. And the last one is elastic cartilage. Elastic cartilage में flexibility रहेगा. The cells are chondrocytes, but the fibers, there are more of elastin fibers. Since there is elastin, मतलब flexibility is going to be more. The chondrocytes lie between the fibers. यहाँ पे देखो, ये जो white वाले हैं, those are chondrocytes. It provides support and maintains shape. Example, pinna. Here, the mobility of pinna is quite high, and that is because it has elastic cartilage. It forms parts of tunica media of blood vessel wall. This we will be doing in detail when we do blood vessel ka structure and also in epiglottis. Next we have is The diagram. This is the hyaline cartilage. ये तुमको chondrocytes दिख रहे हैं in lacuna, these and these. Fibers you see so less. Fibers बहुत कम है hyaline में. Matrix दिख रहा है. Right? This is fibrocartilage. Hyaline का stream structure पर उसमें हमने fibers डाल दिया. Fibers mainly white collagen. Collagen fibers दिख रहा है and chondrocytes. And elastic cartilage में भी क्या है? Chondrocytes है in lacunae and elastin fibers है. So simple differences, but they make big difference when it comes to functions of each one of them. Now we go on to the next tissue altogether, that is the bone. बोन का पूरा अलग सिस्टम है. लोकोमोटर सिस्टम में हम लोग सबसे ज्यादा उसमें ही बात करेंगे. Here since we are doing an introduction and overview, we will include a few things, basic things. This is the bone का structure histologically. We can get better diagrams. The cells of the bones are known as osteocytes or osteoblast. Osteoblast बोला ना मतलब it is an immature cell, and osteocyte बोला that is a mature cell post division. Bone cells is surrounded by matrix of collagen fibers and strengthened by inorganic salt, especially calcium and phosphate. We all know bone के good health के लिए हमको calcium और phosphate दोनों लगता है. This provides bone with their characteristic strength and rigidity. Bones have considerable capacity for growth for the first 2 decades, which is why once you've reached your teen 20s, 19, 20, 21, you don't grow much in your height. And for regeneration throughout life. Now, this is an important thing. I mean, like a fun fact, regeneration पूरे continuous होता रहता है, but length grow नहीं होता है. Two types of bone can be identified, that is compact bone and spongy bone. इसका भी detail we will do when we do locomotor system. But to give you an example, compact bone में empty spaces नहीं रहेगा, spongy bone में empty spaces रहेगा. Like you see a sponge, it can be compressed. उसमें कैसे holes रहते हैं and there is so much capacity inside. That is similar to what a spongy bone looks like, and compact bone is going to be compact. The next thing we have is muscle tissue. This tissue is able to contract and relax, providing movement within the body and of the body itself. Muscles move the body, that is, muscle move the bone. When I'm moving my muscle, that is when my hand is moving. Next, we go about talking about each types of muscle fibers. There are 3 types. There is skeletal muscle, smooth muscle, and cardiac muscle. First, we skeletal muscle. Skeletal, as the name suggests, it is involved in bones and skeleton, right? This type is described as skeletal because it forms those muscles that move the bones of the skeleton, right? अभी इसमें हम लोग को क्या याद रखना है कि उसमें striations रहता है. Striations यानी ऐसे line जो रहते हैं, those striations are present in the skeletal muscle. They are also present in the cardiac muscle. They are voluntary. That means that I can move my muscle on my own. If I want to move my biceps, which is here, I can move it like this. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. So they are under my own control. These fibers are cylindrical in shape and contain several nuclei. Skeletal muscle contraction is stimulated by a motor nerve impulse originating in the brain or spinal cord and ending in the neuromuscular junction. Now what this means is कि हम लोग जब CNS करेंगे, then we will know that everything has an receptor, center and an effector. So for the movement of my biceps, I had to think, okay, now I have to move the biceps, and that thought process sent an impulse from the brain to the neuromuscular junction, that is nerve and muscle junction, to my biceps, which made it undergo a contraction. That is what this sentence means. So that is it is stimulated by a motor nerve impulse. Next we see The smooth muscles. Now, the difference between smooth muscle and skeletal, the most important is A, that they are non-striated, and second, that they are involuntary. Skeletal muscle में हम खुद से कर सकते थे, like I could tell my biceps कि come on start contracting, but can I tell my stomach कि come on let's start contracting or start doing your action? No. मतलब अभी हम खुद से नहीं कर सकते, then how is it controlled? Firstly, it is autorhythmic or automatic, that is, the cell itself knows when to contract. Secondly, it is innervated by autonomic nervous system, that is sympathetic and parasympathetic. ये दो हुआ. And third, there are some hormones and local metabolites that stimulates its contraction. Okay? Contraction of smooth muscle is slower and is more sustained than skeletal muscle. यानी वो slowly contract होएगा, उधर रहेगा, that is it will sustain its action and slowly relax. Where are smooth muscles found? They are found in hollow organs. फिर सब organs लिख देने का खुद से, stomach, duodenum, then there is bladder, uterus, etc. Found in the walls of arteries. They are found in respiratory tract. Abhi, the smooth muscles have one function, that is propelling the contents forward. यानी stomach से intestine में डालेगा, small intestine से large intestine में डालेगा, या uterus है तो uterus will push out the baby out and it will push the menstrual blood out and the products out. So they have one function, that is propelling content or expelling contents. Yeah, similarly even urinary bladder will expel urine out. That is all about smooth muscle. The third part is the cardiac muscle. Cardiac muscle, again, we will be doing in detail when we do this cardiovascular system. They are found only in heart. एकदम specialized है, सिर्फ heart में रहेगा. They have striations like skeletal muscle, but they are not under conscious control. दोनों का mixture देख रहे हो? स्केलेटल मसल जैसा स्ट्राइशन है, लेकिन स्मूथ मसल जैसा इनवॉलेंटरी है. वापस अगेन उसका कैसे फंक्शन होएगा? A, autorhythmic, the cells themselves know when to contract. Then yes, again they have autonomic nervous system, sympathetic as well as parasympathetic, जो बोलता है come on start contracting and start relaxing. Each fiber has a nucleus. जो पर्पल चीज है here and the circular purple ones, there's a nucleus. Find the ends of the cells and their branches are in very close contact. यहाँ पे देखो ये branch है and then it is in close contact with the other cell. ऐसे सब ना it appears branched, plus there are intercalcated discs. ये discs दिख रहा है, that holds the branches together. Now to explain it to you, see this, if this is a branch and if this is a branch, इसको दोनों को होल्ड करने एक इंटरकैलकेटेड डिस्क रहेगा. ओके, द फंक्शन ऑफ दैट डिस्क इज टू एनहांस कोऑर्डिनेशन. अगर एक मसल मूव हो रहा है तो उसके साथ जो अटैच्ड मसल है उसको भी साथ में मूव करेगा, सो दैट देयर इज कोऑर्डिनेशन. They have cross stripes, that is striations. The arrangement gives cardiac muscle the appearance of sheet of muscle rather than a very large number of individual fibers. सब ऐसे connected रहते हैं जिससे mat होता है, which is made up of those strips of cloth. उसके जैसा appearance रहता है cardiac muscle का, instead of individual cells. Third connective tissue is the nervous tissue. Nervous tissue, a different system altogether, so we will not be using a lot of time here. Doing it in short, the nervous tissue has two types of tissues in it. One are excitable cells. Excitable yani one that can get excited on receiving a stimulus, right? And non-excitable cells yani the ones which won't be excited on receiving a stimulus. जो exciting cells है उसमें हमारी conductive cells आएंगे जैसे neurons. They initiate, receive and conduct. Initiate यानी They can initiate the excitation, they can receive the excitation, and they can conduct or pass on the excitation or impulse to the next cell. The cells which are non-excitable are glial cells or their supporting cells. तो वो क्या करते हैं, वो बस न्यूरॉन्स को अच्छे से प्लेस्ड है क्या, आजू बाजू सपोर्ट है कि नहीं, एंड they are not involved in the actual process of impulse transmission, but they form the major bulk which helps in supporting the whole nervous tissue. Next connective tissue is blood. Blood is again a big chapter in itself, जैसे nervous system का था वैसे blood का भी, and hence that part of it will be done in the blood chapter itself. Doing it twice makes no sense. Yeah, so this ends our connective tissue. So that is it for this video. It was a big video, too much of information, very loaded video. So watch it in parts again if possible. Plus try drawing diagrams. What all we did by now, अभी हम लोग ने epithelium किया, इसमें simple epithelium किया और stratified epithelium किया. फिर we started with connective tissue. इसमें हमने loose connective tissue किया, dense connective tissue किया. फिर सबका types किया. loose का we did areolar, adipose, reticular, and dense में we did regular, irregular. Then again we did cartilage, bones, nervous tissue, muscles, and blood. So, like I said, the video was too much loaded with information. Please go back again and read it again, and then it will be easier. Always and always draw diagrams whenever this topic comes in exam, and do the proper labeling. That will be enough. Thank you.